Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Keenum's Vikings going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A few moments ago, it was Desmond Trufant of the Falcons making their way out of the tunnel to the delight of this sold-out crowd as his guys get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. First and 10, Bridgewater. And he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 75. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. Spinning away. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 75 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he'll bang that one through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Vikings coming out here again to take over on offense. And this is a crew, obviously, that was so close, Charles, to becoming the first ever team to play a Super Bowl in their own stadium. So disappointment in that last game against Philly. But overall, I think they've got to be pretty pleased with the season.
They have to be, because they put it all together. Won the NFC North. How about that win over the Saints in the divisional round? I mean, I don't know that they'll ever top that in terms of getting something done late in the game, especially with what was on the line. They do get Dalvin Cook back at running back next year. I think they'd still like to have a little more speed at wide receiver. But all in all, this team comes back pretty well intact and will be a force for a while.
Yeah, that defense is pretty set.
Very much so. I mean, try and move the ball against their front and then try and throw it against Xavier Rhodes. Good luck to you.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Second down now after the incompletion. Diggs going in motion right. On second down, Bridgewater again. Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not the third one. He decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morgan. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Let's go. Dagger, dagger. Force. Dagger, dagger.
Diggs going in motion right. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 42 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, that's tough right there. Asking your quarterback to get you 2 yards on a sneak. As it turns out, he gets them no yards instead.
They come out here in the I. And Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerry from a yard away. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second, and, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion. Now, last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak, but if you're a Falcon fan, this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl. You were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
And he motions the wide receiver. To throw is Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Everson Griffin in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Ryan on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Let's go. There we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Adrian Claiborne in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford, used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
They run once more with McKinnon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. But they face a second and long to start things out. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 16 on 3rd and 16, and that spot moves the chains. First down, Bridgewater. Screen play, McKinnon. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
To throw is Bridgewater. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On third down, Bridgewater. Got him, and it's right. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down 28-yard line.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Bridgewater off the play fake to McKinnon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And Forbath will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
Hey, Tuesday. 58. Ready. 59, ready.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he's got Sanu. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it'll be first down Atlanta. First down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking down, and this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons draw a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it? Absolutely. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17. Over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Vikings have retaken the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Bridgewater. A dump down to McKinnon. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The slot man in motion right. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now Ryan on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Freeman. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive. And it was 3rd and short. Okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here again is McKinnon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run here. It's Murray. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. Flush to his right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll be a Minnesota first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Bridgewater now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's McKenna. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right. Ends in 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel, and I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Play clock winding down. Now Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Looking deep for who? It's caught at the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Big hold to the 30. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Let's go.
Slot man moves right. On 1st down, Murray. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. go with Murray again. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. The slot man in motion right. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. In the red zone this time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already.
And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
Let's go.
They'll try and run it in. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Freeman again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now Ryan. Has pass incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores... So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have great starting field position here in overtime. You can bet they're not thinking field goal. They want to win this now.
And we know with the still relatively new overtime rules, the mindset has changed for everyone around the league about getting the ball because you want to score the touchdown to end the game. In this case, with this type of field position, even more of an emphasis on that. Settling for a field goal would feel like a failure now.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end to the left. Pick it to the left. Got it. 59, ready. Check.
Gabriel, the man in motion. They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Tuesday.
Gabriel, the man in motion. Again, it'll be Freeman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine, I marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
And partner, right away, I'm brought back to the words of my special teams coach when I... played in college. Sometimes you just have to want to go block a kick.
And here with a chance to win the game at OT on got a max protect.
It's amazing, isn't it? You spend all that time in practice, you go over all the different possibilities, and with the game's on the line, someone leaks through, and now you've got a block kick.